2, right?
Yeah.
Line 2.
Line 2.
Okay. Now, welcome, line 2ers, to the mystical Riff by the River with Nameh and Leah.
Nameh and Leah.
And I'll be bringing the tarot.
And I'm bringing the human design.
Great. Here we go.
So second lines.
I'm clearing the deck first a little bit. And this is a reading for the month.
For the month of July.
And we'll be kind of bouncing off of each other. Page of Wands.
Whoa.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to get into it a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just give a little background. Wands are the fire energy, manifestation, bringing what's inside, outside, creation, spirituality, energy. Pages, they tend to be in the, when you think about the court cards, it's the youngest. So in the sort of developmental stages, it has an innocence, it has a excitement, wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, poetic, creative, maybe a little inexperienced. So it's also the beginning of a journey with a page. So when I think about Page of Wands, what I'm thinking about is a sort of innocent beginning exploration of that creative manifesting energy.
Well, and what's interesting about that is, so second lines can have this natural talent that they maybe don't have a full sense of. So they're out there playing the guitar, doing how they are in the world, but they maybe don't notice the natural talent, the natural skill that they have.
I love that.
Yeah.
And part of what is a protective quality for a page is that their innocence is protective, almost like that fool energy in the tarot, like their own innocence and lack of experience in this particular realm is actually protecting them from over scrutinizing themselves and allowing them to move forward with sort of that beginner's mind. So like seeing this feels very much like an invitation to really like let yourself explore and be playful and find that beginner's mind with your creative projects or your current creative exploration. It doesn't, when I say creative, I don't necessarily just mean like art or whatever. It's just like whatever you're putting out into the world.
Yeah.
And the places where you have lack of experience, that can be hard and intimidating, but it also can be really protective and special. It's a special incubation period of something that you're growing. Yeah.
Well, and how that lines up for me with the second line, because second lines are thought of or keynoted as hermits. Because they are so exposed in their natural being talented in the ways that they're talented, they've had reflections back to them about like, oh, you're so amazing about this. But in their experience of moving through the world and hearing that, they could feel very naked. And so they might prefer to be alone, prefer to be away from the hustle and the bustle for a bit.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Ready for the human design gate?
I am.
Oh,
what's it gonna be?
So we've got gate 37, and I'm using the animal totems and the I Ching by Brenya Magnuson. And what she's done with each of these I Ching or human design gates is overlaying or putting an animal as a representation. So gate 37 is the solar plexus or the emotional side of the community. So having a real sensitivity to knowing what the feelings are in that close-knit community. So it could be your loved ones, your you're really insular, closed-in family as opposed to like I don't know, everybody on the block. Anyway, however you understand this human design term of the tribe, this is in the tribal circuitry. And yeah, there's a real awareness for what is it that these people close to me need. And with the vulture quality that comes in here, I guess I'm sensing everybody's got to eat. So we figured out the carcass that's available as consumption for our community. So, all right, everybody, come in, and here we go down and eat. So I'm curious how that lands with you and the wands.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking, just on the vulture thing,
Ah.
like they play this important role in the ecosystem, right? Of sort of like eating the food that is other creatures are not eating. You know,
Yeah.
they're utilizing resources that are being underutilized. I don't know if that is like fitting your
Doesn't matter.
concept, but yeah, what I'm thinking about with these two cards. By the way, I'm using the Radiant Wilds Tarot, and the card you'll see on the screen is an individual standing in front of the sun, and I'm thinking about that in balance with yours and the family. I feel like there's an invitation to explore that balance thoughtfully, of the places where you need to sort of incubate solo and nurture that part of yourselves, and the places where it would be really behoove you to step into that intimate community. And yeah, just, I don't know, bringing some thoughtfulness to that balance.
And how I'm hearing that is almost like, am I resourced to be in this room where I know, if I'm using the gate 37 quality of that attentive sensitivity to what are the needs around me, yet if I haven't got my oxygen mask on first and haven't been so self-resourced, it might really over deplete me to be in a room where there's such an ability to be aware of who's around and what they are in need of.
Yeah, or vice versa. There could be situations too where you're feeling a little stuck or stagnant around a new project or a new creative process, and you might be fed by certain intimate people in your community too. And so that can go both ways. But yeah, like walking that line, being in touch with yourself enough to know, am I resourced and able to show up for community, or are they able to show up for me, or do I need to be over here doing my thing for a little while?
So really attentive to self needs.
Yeah.
So next I'd like to, as kind of a closing, what will help support me? Is there a bug?
What? Oh, there is a bug.
Can you ask it to not?
I'm going to smush it. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Great. It was just... So this angel answers. I don't know what question we're asking, but let's see what card comes. Oh.
I got the shivers while you were pulling it.
Really?
Body shivers.
Okay, so this card is saying forgiveness. So, yeah, maybe see how that lands with you. Is there a way you can forgive yourself? Or is there a part of you or a relationship in your community within your family and loved ones that might need some forgiveness? And how available are you to move towards that? Whether that's full forgiveness, whether that's the start of it through journaling. How do you approach forgiveness?
Well, forgiveness has become increasingly like one of my core values as I've gotten older. So I love it. I love that I was getting the shivers while you pulled it before I even saw it. Yeah, I love exactly what you just said. It also is making me think about with the Page of Wands, that invitation to the beginner's mind. How can forgiveness help return us to the present? You know, because I do think that when we hold that that blame or that anger towards ourselves or towards others, it is in a way sticking us to the past.
Yeah.
You know, and forgiveness can be this opening of the way, this removing of the obstacle to help us land back in the present. So yeah, I think there's that like exploration of forgiveness towards yourself or others in your intimate community as a pathway towards that like beginner's mind and like new energy.
And what I'm catching with that is almost like energetic clutter clearing.
Yeah.
You know, like if there's stagnant distractions mentally, you know, physically in the body, you know, like forgiveness is right here on this hip, you know, those kinds of thoughts. Yeah.
The ravens agree.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, we hope something that's been said here was of support, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Oh my God.
We've had an animal.
You just say?
Boobs are better than hats.
We've got a hat hanging up there, and we were trying to adjust the. Oh heavens, that was beautiful. I don't know if you do this, but I kiss my cards when I put them back
But
in.
I will. Mwah. Constant inspiration.
Aww.